What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts, getting into our second live reaction of the day. Really excited to jump into this one, brand new from Yemi Alade, alongside Kranium. Again, the sort of theme of Afrobeats combining with dancehall today definitely seems to be running strong. This one goes by the name My Man. Really excited to jump into this one. Always keen to hear new music from Yemi Alade. I'm a big fan of what Kranium does as well, so this is looking very exciting. As always, if you are new to the channel and you want to support what we've got going on, please head over to patreon.com/CubCamTV. There's exclusive content. You can also get requested reactions on there, and you can, of course, vote on upcoming DJ content and album listens as well. So there we go. As always, my friends, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff as we jump into the sounds of this one. It goes by the name My Man. Loving the electronic vocals. Just before we jump into it, I'm loving the approach to the instrumental on this. Those almost vocoded sounded kind of vocal harmonies running over the top of the tune to begin with. You then obviously couple that with some really kind of smooth backing vocals from Yemi as well. The snares sounding really, really sharp. The whole approach to the tune sounding very, very processed, which I'm not mad at. These are two artists that can definitely handle that sort of processing without it kind of clouding what the tune's supposed to be about. Let's see how it goes.
I tell you about my man. Six packs, no be the thing will make me fall for I dey feel like a queen when I dey right by inside.
This rhythm really suits Yemi.
Any day, anytime I go be him ride or die. Yeah, make that bust your mind. If it to give me all his salad.
I'm loving the combination of shuffled rhythms and very hard-hitting kick drums on this one. The whole thing has this really intense bounce about it. And again, Yemi sounds really, really good over this sort of rhythm. Whenever I hear her over a much more sort of lively-sounding instrumental, for me, she sounds strongest in this kind of realm. She's able to kind of carry her vocal really nicely over what is quite a packed-out instrumental. Again, big, booming-sounding drums. You've then got this really nice kind of shaker line giving a lot of syncopation and kind of, I suppose more than anything else, a kind of swing to the rhythm, which kind of brings you in. She sounds great. The instrumental sounds cool as well. There's a lot of kind of subtle electronic kind of glitches and things going on, which does give it this kind of futuristic feel. Great start to this so far, man. I'm enjoying it.
Money de, you know de, he de cool my mind. I'm perfect, 10 over 10 and it's all mine. Yeah.
Oh, that guitar line. It's a really well-arranged tune, man. Again, going back to this theme we're seeing quite a lot of at the minute in regards to hook writing. Literally just one sentence and then letting the instrumental ride. It gives the tune room to breathe. It means there's actually a little bit more impact on the verses. Obviously, the majority of tunes, you want the main impact to be the hook, but this is now about instrumentation. It's about taking those elements that are kind of supporting the vocal and giving them center stage, which I actually really like people doing. Again, really nice kind of guitar riff running throughout the heart of the tune. You can hear the drums a lot more cleanly when there's no vocal on top, just how sharply processed they are, how kind of punchy they are as well. Loving the sounds of this one. I'm interested to see what Kranium adds to it as well.
Different from every girl, me I tell her say I you me I'm already now.
Smooth, sweet vocals, baby.
She's a queen, but a freak, her lips a machine. That's a wife and a side chick to me.
This is what Kranium's good at, man. Kranium's good at doing the kind of Loverboy style vocals. He's really good at this sort of lyricism. Every tune you kind of hear Kranium on, he does tend to dive into this kind of angle. Something to notice as well on the kind of right-hand side of the panning, a really nice kind of plucked guitar line, just kind of do-do-do-do-do-do. It's not a bass line, it's too high-pitched to be a bass line, but it has a really nice kind of pluck to it, and it works really, really well. It gives the whole tune an extra level of kind of texture and bounce. Kranium, vocal-wise, sounding great. A perfect addition to the tune. I think his actual addition on this works really, really nicely. Let's see how it progresses.
We can go nowhere from my woman, my woman. She give me peace of mind. She not go waste my time.
I'm loving the harmonies, man. Again, listen to all the different layers of instrumentation that are going into this. You've got 4 or 5 different kind of melody lines. You've got 2 different guitar lines that are running. You've got this really subtle kind of horn line running in the background. Both of them bringing some really unique kind of vocal textures to the table as well. I think there's so much to love about this. I think the actual combination of the two of them works really well. I love Yemi's kind of hook on this. Da-da-da-da. That's the melody. That is the hook melody, and the rest of it's just instrumentation. Different layers of kind of instruments bringing like a little melody, then another one brings in another one. It's almost like a conveyor belt of melodies that are all working very much in tandem with each other. Moving forward, very excited to get into this one. Another Yemi verse, okay.
To the left, to the right, make the enter, go holla. Baby, I go holla. Oh my sweetie banana.
You know what? I'm loving the fact on this one that we're actually allowing some space. We're allowing the instrumental to breathe over the verses. Both of them have done it really well. Both of them have applied really nice kind of harmonic layering to what they're doing. But I really like the fact that with Yemi's vocal, she's kind of allowing space. She's not kind of just going constantly. She's kind of doing like maybe a bar, then space, then half a bar, then space, then 2 bars. Like she's kind of allowing the vocal just to kind of sit on top of the instrumentation rather than just kind of almost flooding it, and it really, really works with an instrumental that's this kind of complex with the different melodies. Again, those big horn lines coming in over the first bar, just giving it this kind of regal texture. This is fantastic.
I no go leave you forever, forever.
I'm so happy we're getting into this today. What a way to start the weekend.
Not your loving, they make me. Not your loving, they make me mental, yeah.
Again, the differentiating vocals still adding new content in. We've nearly pretty much rounded off the tune. I'm loving the fact we've got 2 whole verses from Yemi Alade on this, actually bringing like a whole entirely new section of content to the tune as this kind of outro rolls in. I'm pretty sure we're going to roll into the hook after this verse and that'll be the tune done. But I'm loving the fact it's constantly changing. New melodies rolling in, new vocal melodies rolling in, new vocal harmonies rolling in all the way towards the end. A constantly kind of fluctuating theme on the track, which I think works really, really nicely. Potentially like to hear a bit more Kranium maybe coming in over the outro, but again, his verse was great and it really did the job. Again, this is really enjoyed me. Both the tunes we've done so far today, I've really, really enjoyed. All the different vocal layers in this hook are fantastic as well. This little floating kind of... Again, that little horn line could have so easily been overused on this tune, and they purposefully haven't done that, which I'm such a fan of. I love the fact they've kind of left it to kind of maneuver in its own way. They haven't gone OTT with that horn sound, so when you hear it, it sounds bright, it sounds refreshing. It's almost like a palate cleanser when we're listening through. But again, the amount of different vocal textures we're actually hearing across the hook on this one really does bring this tune to life. I'm such a fan of Yemi's actual vocal texture. I love hearing her kind of enunciate more and just kind of get more vocal layers going on. The voice is an instrument at the end of the day, and she's really used that on this tune. How do you not get lost in this? It's literally like a tundra of different cool instrumentation. Like again, guys, if you are new to the channel, apologies for pausing so much. This is the way we break these tunes down. We want to break down as many different elements, so as soon as I hear something, I want to point it out. Otherwise, I'll forget. It's that simple. But yeah, love the approach. Just listen to the kind of whirl of different sounds that we're actually getting on this. Those 2 guitar lines. I'm pretty sure there's some very subtle keyboard action in the background as well. The bass line really nice and subtle down below. The constant shaking of the percussion involved in this one as well, giving it a really nice sense of syncopated rhythm. Overall, I really enjoyed this. We'll let it run through to the end and then give you our final breakdown, but fantastic stuff from both of them involved. There we go then, Yemi Alade and Kranium. Sorry for having to pause it a little bit earlier. I just don't want to get the tune taken down for copyright or anything like that. It's so long dealing with copyright-related stuff. But there we go. The sounds of Yemi Alade and Kranium with My Man. Big fan of this one. Definitely a tune I'm looking forward to spinning on radio. Definitely a tune that I'm looking forward to spinning in general, to be honest with you. It's got a feel-good factor about it, and I think both of them give a really good example of what they are all about musically. There we go, guys. Let me know what you liked about this one in the comments section down below. We do read every single comment that comes onto the page, and we are now hurtling towards 29,000 subscribers. So if you are new to the channel, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time, my friends. Have a good one, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.